Welcome to the BCMM network. The following broadcast is meant solely for the enjoyment and entertainment of our audience. You're watching the Blue Collar Minutemen Show. God bless the USA.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Blue Collar Minutemen Show, where we are just here because, I am on a rant today. Bill, how you been doing?
Doing fairly good. Had
Another,
uh had a little, I don't know, complications from a surgery.
uh, I hate that.
It's real sore.
Well, rest up, buddy. As you can see by my background, I'm camping. I wish I was there camping. That looks like a beautiful scenery right there.
Yeah, it does.
Mhm. But anyway, folks, as always, thank you for joining us here on the show. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button on whatever your watch platform you're watching this on, whether it be YouTube, BitChute, Rumble, uh, YouTube, and subscribe. That way you get automatic notifications anytime we do a new show, and that way you won't have to look for us, and the shows will be there for you. All right. With that being said, so folks, I'm going to say this, and then unless something else comes to light, we're going to leave it lay where it is. A lot of stuff being said still about Charlie Kirk. A lot of rabbit holes people are going down about the mysterious magic bullet. Stuff that Candace Owens is saying, stuff that other people are saying, that it was a setup. People that work for him had something to do with it, blah, blah, blah. Um, Brandon Tatum, if you all watch him, he takes a better look at it from the point that he's worked with Turning Point USA. And I'm going to give you my stance on it. And then I'm going to let it lie unless something else comes to light. So I am 97% sure that Mr. Charlie Kirk was assassinated by the man that they caught with the rifle and the bullet. 97%. You might say, oh, well, what's the other 3% for? There's always 3% that could come up that has just a little bit of questioning, which there are a few things, but I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole. They've done the autopsy. They've done the forensics. The FBI has done this. I don't think Kesh Patel and his administration and his FBI agents are going to do anything shady. So that's why I'm at 97%. Now, there's always that 3% that guy could have been paid to do it. We don't know that. So just leaving that portion for error. But that's what I'm going to say on that. Bill, if you want to chime in and say your 2 cents.
That sounds about right to me. I agree with you.
Because Bill and I have both been law enforcement. We know how investigations go. A lot of times, people, even during the investigation, there will be a massive amount of he said, she said, and it was a conspiracy set up. It wasn't this, that, and the other. And us as police officers, we have the evidence. We look at it, and it's like people are freaking crazy. This is the evidence. So there you go, folks. Our hearts still go out to the Kirk family, his wife, and all of his loved ones that he's left behind. All right. Now, on to other stuff. So, Bill, did you happen to see Speaker Johnson and what he said? Because we're in this government shutdown. Did you happen to see the list of all of the junk that basically the Democrats wanted the money for? And mind
Yeah.
you, it's your money, my money, all of you all's money out there that we pay our government. Should I go down the list, or you want to go down the list?
Well, the $24.6 million for climate resilience in Honduras. What? No, no. 13.4 million for civic engagement in Zimbabwe. What the hell is civic engagement?
I like the next one.
3.9 million for LGBTQI plus democracy grants in the Balkans. No. 2.9 million to desert locust reduction in Africa. 2 million to organizing for feminist democratic principles in Africa. Okay. No. I mean, do you want your tax dollars going to that?
I wouldn't.
I don't either.
You would think that it would go to something that we need inside of our own country. And let's just be clear. Speaker Johnson spoke on this, and he said, that's why we're not agreeing to this. And this is what the Democrats are demanding, that they're pouting about, and that they're shutting down the government because they won't let this go through, which is your tax dollars, yours.
And here's something. This guy commented on that post on X. He says, "Let me fix this. $24.6 million to launder back to the Democrats. 13.4 million laundered back to the Democrats." I mean, that's basically what it is. They're getting a
Yeah.
kickback on all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
And that's
You
where they're
know,
wanting their money, getting their money from.
and that's something else. And I've heard this before from some people. They're you people aren't by no means not intelligent. There are so many people that go on mission trips to Africa, and the need is so great in Africa. If we're given this much money, shouldn't there be less mission trips and less help? If we're giving Africa all this money and all these countries all this money,
Well,
well, it's
I've
just
been
like,
I was part of the African Continent ACRI, African Continent Relief Initiative
mm,
under Clinton. And at that time we were spending billions in
mm,
Africa. Uh, personally was there. We built clinics, we equipped those clinics, uh, did a lot of stuff like that. Trained their militaries. The plan was, the idea was to get a couple African states,
mm-hmm.
Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, to be like the African police force.
Oh yeah, I got you.
And so we wouldn't have to keep sending troops into Africa. Well, as you know, and see today, that didn't work.
Yeah,
But we spent billions and billions trying to make it work.
and I do understand too that when they do say the money, and folks, let me make you all sure about this too. Not all the time is it actual money that's going to it. It's assets like those people to train, uh, equipment, vehicles. That's part of
Construction.
the total.
Yeah.
But as far as the dollar amount actually going, that's not all of that money. But like what you were saying, Bill, a lot of it is now is laundered back to the Democratic Party, and the people over there may only get 3%, 4% of what they're wanting out of it. So, but yeah. And then to go on with that, Bill, we've said it before on the podcast. If they've got this much money to do all of these different things, then obviously that means that all of us Americans are giving them way too much money in taxes.
Exactly.
And this is what I've been on a rant about Florida is a no tax state. Mississippi is now no tax state. Tennessee is no tax state.
That's
Why
no
can't
income
I?
tax. He's
Yeah,
talking about
no
no
income tax.
income tax.
Yeah, no income tax. Not there's still tax on goods, so no income tax. But why don't the rest of the states do this, Bill? Well, it's kind of
Money.
funny,
They're getting too
huh?
much money from it.
But I'm going to throw this out there, and this is going to be real controversial. But if we're throwing too much money out, why is the state of Kentucky always broke?
I feel you.
For you out there listening,
I feel you.
listen. I also sent you something else, and this is the best thing in the world. And this comes from our favorite governor in Florida on taxes. He says, if I go to Best Buy, and this is quote from Ron DeSantis. If I go to Best Buy and buy a TV, I pay a sales tax, but I don't keep paying taxes on it year after year.
He's talking about property taxes.
Yeah, he's talking about property
If
taxes.
you buy a house, you pay a shit ton of taxes on it when you buy it. Why do you have to pay taxes on it every year?
I'm telling you, I think this is the time for everyone to really start thinking about who their elected officials are and what you really want wherever you are. Um, Bill, let's segue to Fetterman. I mean,
Well,
back.
better.
I know it.
You just can't figure this guy out. I mean, he's with the Republicans on the shutdown. Uh, he's one of the four Democrats that crossed over to vote with the Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
Then on other things, he is 100% a Democrat. I mean, it just depends on when he wakes up and what size shorts he puts on that morning. I
Listen,
don't know what's going on with him. I know Pennsylvania is considering primarying him to see if they can get rid of him because they're saying he leans too much to the right.
well, I mean, like you said, it's kind of dependent on what side of the bed he wakes up on and what size shorts he puts on. Because I can't figure the guy out either. Because it
No
wasn't
one
long.
can. He's
It,
he's just a wild card out there.
it wasn't long ago that he was, Trump is going to destroy the nation and we've got to get him out. And then he had a stroke and I don't know what happened, but that's what I'm saying, folks. I know that it's hard for us to dive into the minds of these people running for political office, but it is up to each of us as individuals to find out what each one of them is about. Hopefully, do some digging to find out basically who's funding them, because that usually plays a part. And we got to vet them, whether they're Democrat or Republican, period. Um, I won't say any names, but the race is coming up, and there's been so many commercials, a million commercials out about this person done this, and this person sides with Trump, and this person didn't side with Trump. Who do you vote for? And as we've said here on the show, polls can be manipulated. So, what poll do you look at? Who are you getting your news sources from? And
Blue
that's
collar
why.
man.
That's it. And like I said, Fetterman, you don't know what this guy's going to do, but maybe we'll find out more as time goes on. So you got to keep a watch on him and the rest of these politicians. Okay, I'm I'm kind of going off on a tangent.
Well, let's look at the next big thing.
hmm
John Bolton was indicted today. Mr. Mustache. And
I didn't do anything wrong.
yeah,
I got nothing. I got nothing on me.
I got nothing to worry about. They got a picture now of OJ's Bronco going down the road and
Yeah.
all the police chasing. It's got him inside, but his mustache is up on the grill of the Bronco.
Didn't you say they have, is it 17 charges against him?
18.
18.
The big one, the first one, he was transmitting top secret information over AOL account. I didn't even know anybody still had an AOL account. Apparently he does. Uh, he retained documents in his house.
Hmm.
Uh,
And we kind of went over that, didn't we? About the president being able to retain documents and different things.
yeah, but Cash Patel said after a meticulous and dedicated investigation,
Mm.
they feel uh, they will not tolerate weaponization of the Justice Department, but they will tolerate bringing criminals to justice. Okay,
Well,
here's something else about Fetterman. Let me throw this out real quick because it just popped up here.
mhm.
They did an interview with Fetterman. Did you know Fetterman is the only Democrat in his entire family? That's
I
kind
saw.
of that kind of explains a few things.
Well, it's
He's
funny you
got
should
the
say that.
Republican ideas in his head because his whole family's Republican,
hmm
and then he joined the Democrat Party.
He did an interview where he said that. Well, he didn't say that exactly, but he said his family was Republican. He has friends that are Republican, and he was talking about the shutdown, and he made that comment that he has family that is Republican and friends that were Republican that are against this shutdown, and he was voicing he's like I'm with them on this, and I'm like, well, that's weird, and then you just reminded me of that. Oh,
Oh
geez.
well,
Um, Something else, Bill, and I had sent you this. So, Trump sent the guard into Memphis, and lo and behold, there are people making videos saying they can walk the streets now. Can you believe
yeah,
it?
they made thousands of arrests, found a bunch of missing children down there too. Did you see
Hmm.
that?
Yeah, I saw that.
So,
I don't know, Bill. This law and order thing might actually be something that works.
and the president has all the authority to do that, and they keep finding that out every time they sue him. He can't send the National Guard in. We're suing him. Well, and then the appeals court looks at it and goes, "Yeah, yeah, you can."
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they're just grasping at anything they can grasp at because the Democrat Party is dead. It is dead.
Oh, yeah. And here's something else, Bill, to go along with this. And I just saw this before I sat down. Apparently, LA County is calling for a state of emergency for all of these illegals who are being rounded up by ICE. It is a state of emergency, Bill. They've got to do something. Question: how can you declare a state of emergency on illegals who don't even belong in the country to begin with?
It's and that guy wants to be president. No, 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 no.
I'm serious.
Hold
Sometimes
on
my
just
ears.
hold on just a second.
All right. Now we're back.
Sorry about the glitch there, but we're still here.
Oh, but anyway, I was just looking through some more news feeds and things like that. But yeah, Bolton is going down. I mean, I'm glad of it for one thing. We've got
Yeah,
to get people like that out.
this is interesting.
Mm.
The New York Department of Health has issued an advisory for pregnant parents claiming that Tylenol is safe for them to use during pregnancy. On the same note, Tylenol, Johnson and Johnson, just put out a memo saying we don't recommend it during pregnancy. So Tylenol itself says, we don't recommend this during pregnancy. And but all these Democrat states are saying, yeah, it's safe. I don't get it. I don't get it. Are they trying to kill all their people off? I guess.
Well, Bill, let's face it. They've already tried that once. There was an experiment called COVID.
Yeah, we know that one.
So, yes, they're still trying to kill them off. And of course, there are pregnant women out there who are dumb enough to take 14 Tylenol in one sitting. I just
It's
can't do
so are you going to the rally Saturday?
it. Which rally would
No,
that be, Bill?
the No Kings.
No.
I mean, okay. For one, we don't have any kings.
No.
Two, this is what they can't get through their heads. Trump was duly elected by the people,
Mm,
had an election, he won. We knew what he was going to do when he got elected because he told us. We elected him.
yep.
He's doing exactly what he told us he was going to do.
Yep.
Okay, now if you go against that, what he's doing, just think about this for a minute. Trump
Mm,
was elected. That's the democracy they're talking about. Trump
right.
was elected by the people doing the job the people told him to do.
Mm-hmm. You're
You're
right.
protesting against it and trying to disrupt that president. You're the one that's a threat to democracy, right?
Right.
They're screaming, we're a threat to democracy, but that's not how democracy works. We won, you lost. That's democracy.
That is.
Even though we're not a democracy,
We're a constitutional republic.
right? But they keep screaming, we're a threat to democracy. And I'm like,
That's
but
not how democracy.
democracy won, and you're the one trying to interrupt it.
Yes.
So,
They're basically a bunch, they lost and they want their participation trophy. And there is no participation trophy. They just lost. That's the simplest way to put it. Give me a few. But okay, here's something else. And I think I just sent this to you. Did you see what happened to Mitch?
yeah, he fell
Again.
again.
Um, I don't know how fast the elections can get hit.
Well, Daniel's leading in the polls in the state. So got a
Yeah,
big
I
lead.
thought, yeah, I saw that. Of course, like I said, I'm not going to get into that myself. I have my opinions, but I did see that, which I say as long as it ain't a Democrat, we're good. Sorry, folks, that's just my opinion. If you don't like it, click the channel, click another channel. Uh, but yeah, he fell again. And oh, speaking of some other stuff, I just ran across this too, and I sent this to you when we were talking about everything working down in Memphis. Did you see how it came out on news? Now, this was a different spin. There was an officer, I think he pulled over this young black man, and I think he might have been undercover or something like that.
Well, he's off duty.
Oh, yeah, off duty.
And they
Okay.
had a car wreck.
Yeah. And he goes up to the car, talks to the young guy, and then the young guy, for whatever reason, pulls gun out, starts shooting, and then the officer naturally started shooting back. And this young black guy got killed. Now, here's what makes this story a starting point. There's no riots. The lawyer, attorney for the family of the young black man said, literally, it was a justified shoot by the officer. He said the police department brought him in, showed them the video, I guess, from the dash or the video that they had. They said they don't know why the young black man started shooting at him. It seemed, you know, like he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have done it. And they said it was a justified shoot.
Yeah, I saw that.
This could be the start of a turning point, ladies and gentlemen. This could be the start of some common sense and reasoning. And when you do something dumb, there are consequences. And then everybody accepts it that you did something dumb. And that's it. I hope this continues. Not saying that, hoping that people start getting killed, but hoping that the common sense continues, that we don't have riots, we don't have marches. The evidence shows what happened, and that's it. So I just
Wait,
want to throw that out there.
here's
And that
something
was in Milwaukee.
yeah,
Go ahead.
here's something circulating right now on social media. It's called Trump Promises Kept, and they got a crown in the middle of it, the King's Crown. A
Yeah.
celebration rally on October 18th, same day as the No Kings, calling all patriots across the country to be set up in every city that's having a No Kings uh, celebration. So come join us for a peaceful rally, it says.
That reminds me of two other points I want to touch on here. Apparently, and this of course ran across my tread, I haven't got to click on it yet, but apparently now out in Portland, the Antifa protests, now they're starting to have patriot protests along with the Antifa, and the patriot protests are starting to get into it with the Antifa.
Yeah, well, what about them shutting down the money there in Portland? Did you see that one?
No, I missed that one.
Uh, Cash and Bongino and the boys
Bongino on the board. I like that.
found out where the money was coming from,
Mm,
where it was going. That's
mm,
what they've been doing for the last month or so is tracking this money.
yep.
So they were able to go into Portland and freeze all the bank accounts. They made they had the Portland police actually assisted, believe it or not, and they did a street sweep
Ooh.
all the way down through where the ice facilities are at and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Hundreds of arrests. The so-called leadership that don't exist from Portland Antifa fled.
Oh,
Um, now it's even better.
oh, continue.
Four of the arrestees
Mm-hmm.
have agreed to turn state's evidence
Oh, my.
that they were being paid $5,000 apiece cause as much destruction as possible.
Oh, dear heavens.
And they verified by telling them, they verified what they already knew, where the money was coming from.
Oh my goodness, I am so appalled. I
So
cannot believe that they would pick on Antifa.
that don't exist.
That doesn't exist.
Now, a little history for you. Antifa, I can't even pronounce the German word for it, but Antifa came out in the 30s, the
No.
1930s. It's when it was created.
Mm.
Created by communist Russia.
Uh,
And it was sent in to disrupt Hitler and his gang.
mm,
But Antifa, with the same flags. Now, if you notice their flag, if you go back and you Google and you look up Antifa from the 30s and you look at their flag, inside the flag is little flags flying
mm-hmm,
this way. And the Antifa today had the flags flying that way. But it's the same symbol, exactly the same
mm-hmm.
as the one from the 30s. All their symbolism and all their little outfits and everything are the same as they were from the 30s. So somebody's funding it.
I wonder who.
It's a communist organization, and it does exist.
Well, I thought, if my memory serves me correctly, weren't they part of the takeover in Seattle and the formation of Chaz?
Yep. And also, the supposed, these two college professors supposedly are at the top of the chain of command for Antifa. Both of them fled the country and are now in Spain.
Of course.
So, and that's
Yeah.
the thing. We know where they're at.
Oh, I can't wait. And Bill, let's remind the folks, we're still not a year into his I can't talk presidency yet. Can't speak. You know what I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, we're getting about 30 some minutes.
All right. That's about long enough. We bored the people long enough.
Yeah. Any last words or final words for us, Bill?
Let me look something up here and see if there's anything new popping up. Everything that's popping up right now on all the our news looking stuff is the indictment.
Well, I do want to mention, if Trump is so bad, he has finally got peace in Palestine. He was awarded the highest honor by the Egyptian, was it Egyptian prime minister or Egyptian president?
Mhm.
He was awarded the highest honor in Egypt.
And Israel.
And where?
Israel. He was the first non-Jew to ever be awarded that award.
But Trump is so terrible, ladies and gentlemen. He is fascist. He is a Nazi. He
Hitler
wants
brought
war.
peace to the Middle East and saved the Jews.
But this is what is going on. He's also went to the world leaders were clamoring to take a photo with Donald Trump like teenagers at a rock concert.
Oh, dude, they were lined up. They were lined up wanting to shake his hand.
Listen, the bottom line is the Democrats are out of control. You all know it. We know it. Everybody knows it. Show it at the polls. Show it at the polls. All right, Bill, that's all I got.
Uh, yeah, it looks like everything's about Fetterman and about Bolton. So
All right.
must have been a slow news day.
Well, we kind of had to catch up on a lot of things because there was a lot going on. But Final word, Bill. I'll give it to you.
Just remember, the liberals are between a rock and a hard place right now. They have no power. They it's very likely they'll cause violence.
Hmm.
Keep your eyes open, keep your head on a swivel, especially if you go out on the 18th. They'll be out there. Uh, and they would be social media stars if they beat up or attacked a conservative somewhere. So just keep
Right.
your head on a swivel, watch, be
I
safe.
agree. Be safe. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. As always, check us out on our social media pages at I drew a blank.
MeWe, Spriggly,
BitChute, Rumble, where you
BitChute,
can find the
Rumble.
videos.
It's out.
Join us
Oh,
on
oh, 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 oh.
the
Let me
X.
throw this out there right quick.